What we do here is go back.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a pen drawing and I'm going to share with you about using pen for a drawing on illustration. There are so many things wrong with this video that I could explain because I just started recording videos about a year ago and I'm still working on my skills on how to get good quality with good lighting, because I'm more into fashion and fine arts rather than all this technical stuff, and it's hard for some artists to get into all this technical stuff. I'm not that old, I'm 37, so we're kind of in the beginning stages of like the tech era, but not tech savvy enough, obviously. So I should have tied my hair back when I was doing this drawing. But now getting into really the details of drawing, I'm using this brush pen from this calligraphy pen company called PANDAFLY, and this is my first time using this calligraphy pen, and it does wonders. I mean, these pens are not just for writing and making cards, but for illustration and drawing, like, they are superb. First of all, they're permanent. They don't bleed if you are doing watercolor. Like, I've used some pens where like the ink pen looks amazing, the drawing, but then if you add watercolor to it, if you add any kind of moisture like using markers, it will bleed into your colors, which is really bad. Like, you worked so long on a drawing and it will ruin it. So here I'm doing an illustration. It's sort of a surrealist-esque. First of all, I sort of did an inspiration of a gingerbread house all the way at the top there with some fluffy clouds in the back. And then I made a railroad way all the way down. As you can see, like, the composition is very diagonal, and I wanted the focal point to lead toward the house. And the whole point about this drawing is you have like this beautiful flowery garden slide of rainbow colored flowers, which I intended to color, but I love the look of the pen only, so I just left it black and white. And so you can choose either this slide of the rainbow flowers or go the hard way, which are down the stairs. And I used perspective on the stairs, and I'm adding details. You can see I'm drawing, you can't really see that much, but the detail that I'm drawing right now are jewels. Just as you pass along the outer steps of the stairs, you will find jewels. So it will be more rewarding to go the hard way. That is sort of like the metaphor that I was using. And as you can see, I'm double lining some of the outer edges, which creates really good line quality. I'm also adding those nails there because to emphasize that this road is the road less taken. It has nails, which means you have booby traps. It's the hard way and you can see them on the way down. Whereas the path, the rainbow path, is very flowery, very tempting, very beautiful. But really, if you go down the slide, you're led to nowhere. So which side are you going to choose? It's kind of like a metaphor on life. Either take the hard way or go the easy way, get nothing, or go the hard way and get rewarded. So I thought it'd be a really good idea for kids or young adults to really get an idea of that before they get into adulthood, because I realized that way later into adulthood. Again, I should have tied my hair back. It's really distracting, but you know what? I'm just a beginner, so please understand. I will try my best to try to make a better quality video. So you can't really see, but I'm working on the details of the jewels that are down there. And I also added like a spike path patch at one of the roads there, or the grounds there. If you can see, it's like they're kind of spiky little patches. So yeah, I'm working on line quality. I'm outlining all the things that I think are important to create line quality. And then I added some shading with just diagonal lines. I did it on the clouds, just outlining the clouds right now. But as you can see, it creates a lot of the mood and the weight of the clouds. And when I'm drawing the flowers, I'm also using line quality. This brush pen and the calligraphy pen set, it was so amazing. It was just so fun to draw with. I think you could draw anime with it. You could write letters with it. It's like multi-purpose, and it is amazing. You can make thin lines, you can make thick lines. I made most of mine thin, and then I just outlined with some of it thicker lines, but it really was incredible. I can't emphasize enough. So yes, this drawing took a couple hours to complete. So I am resting my head against my arm, which is again covering the drawing, but this drawing was so enjoyable just because of the pen. And that is like the whole emphasis for this video. For whoever is viewing this video to learn, using the right pen can really give you a great illustration. So as you're staring at my back and my neon yellow hoodie there on the back of my head, I'm going to explain to you how I am adding the details to the rocks. I am creating rocks on the side of the stairs. I think I'm beginning to draw the rocks and doing the jewel actually pathway. Oh, there I am drawing the shadow on the clouds now, adding diagonal lines to create dimension and shadow. This is really soothing and very therapeutic, I think, when you're drawing and you're just letting your mind flow and just going with the flow and going with whatever's coming out of your brain and whatever's moving to your hand. Really, like, nothing is planned out. I just had an idea in my head and I let it roll and I let it continue to keep going so that it will turn into something. So it really was like a road to nowhere, but at the end I really did get a good project. So there I am working on the stairs, putting shadow into the steps so I can create more dimension. And then I did design a little flower that's very inspired by the lotus flower. Actually, that flower came from this game that I was really playing at that time when I was making the video. I was playing Merge Dragons, and if you merge the seeds into saplings and into flowers, like the flowers are upgraded and you get higher grade flowers, and that flower is sort of an inspiration from one of the high level flowers. It took me hours to get to that level on Merge Dragon, so I had to take it off my phone because I was just playing that the whole day. So it was bad. There I am drawing the rocks. They're very random, very sketchy, but I go back and then I turn those sketchy lines into dimensional rocks. Like, they really look like the edge of a cliff because of all the shadow and because of all the detail that I'm adding in. I mean, I see a lot of people who draw something and they go, oh yeah, it looks good. But you know what? You could actually add like 10,000 times more. Well, that's exactly what I did to this drawing. And that's what those pens are for. And actually that pen that I'm using is a MICRON pen. I believe it's a 05 MICRON pen in black. Those are amazing to do like really thin lines. Anybody who does illustration and anybody in art really knows that these MICRON pens, they have been around forever. They're like the staple go-to material for any kind of pen work. I believe they're semi-permanent. I think watercolor is okay with those pens. I'm actually going to test it out later because I had forgotten. I've used MICRON pens like 20 years ago and I've never used watercolor on them since. So I don't quite remember. I am going to test it out and I'll post it in another video coming soon. But there I am. I'm adding dimension to all the rocks, and it really emphasized the fact that that side of the road going down the stairs was a road less taken. So it's a harder route to take, and just by standing over the edge of where I need to go down on the stairs, you know that it's a hard road to go. But that's okay because it's beautiful. And everything takes hard work, just like this drawing. I've worked hours and I did a lot of hard work, but I enjoyed it so much because hard work really pays off. You get a really nice drawing. And I know, like, when you use your pen for a long time, for a continuous amount of time, your hand starts hurting. But guess what? You kind of have to toughen up and you have to hold out and build and develop your muscles and your grip so it doesn't hurt anymore in the future. It's like exercise. If you keep exercising your arms, they get stronger. So even if you lift something really heavy, it doesn't hurt anymore. It's the same thing, like with your hand and your arm. If your hand is already hurting like 5-10 minutes into drawing, that means you haven't done enough drawing at all. And you really have to like keep continuing. So this is as far as I got into drawing this, and I don't believe I'm going to change it. What I was going to do is, for the blank negative space on the left side, I was going to do a watercolor galaxy. So it contrasted with the black and white staircase and flower road to nothing. And as you can see, it points downward. So I was kind of intending that to mean that you're going down to hell. It's just part of what I believe in. But there you go. So anything and everything needs hard work and a lot of detail. Please subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day. Bye.